Welcome back to TechKidFX for another Harmony One price update, and the current price for Harmony One stands at the $0.1526 mark. And in this video I want to give the key expectations that I expect to see on this chart, and maybe some of the key resistances that we need to break for us to continue seeing higher prices. And before I get into that, make sure that you hit the like, subscribe and notification bell as a way of continuing to support this small channel. And what I have on the screen is the daily chart, and from this daily chart there's a key resistance that we are facing at the moment at around the $0.15 mark to around the $0.16 mark. And recently you can see that we came down in this ABC correction to around the $0.11 mark, and that was the wave C that took us to that point. And then from there we had a bounce back to the upper side, then we had another pullback, then another bounce to the upper side, and at the moment you can see that we are trading above the 20-day moving MA, and that is very positive. That's a very clear indication that we have a bullish momentum in the market. And at the moment, if I add the 50-day MA, the 50-day MA is now providing resistance. That's the resistance that you're trying to fight at the moment. So if we manage to break above the 50-day MA and also manage to break above this resistance that we have on the $0.15 mark to around the $0.16 mark, it's possible for us to continue seeing higher prices for Harmony One. And I think that's very possible because Harmony One has done whatever it needed to do in its ABC correction, having come down to this yellow target that I have down here. From there I expected Harmony One to have a very nice move to the upper side in a wave that can take us to an all-time high, and that still remains my key scenario, and I expect it to play out very soon. So let's give it time and see how the market plays out on that. And some of the key expectations that I expect to see are that we can continue seeing higher prices for Harmony One and break above this resistance that you have on the $0.15 mark, and also continue trading above the 50-day MA. And once that happens, I expect us then to have a retest of that zone, and once we get that retest, it's possible for us to even unlock higher prices for Harmony One and maybe go to around the $0.221 mark. And if we break that resistance again, we can go to around the $0.26 mark. So that's the first key possible scenario that can play out on the Harmony One chart. The other thing that can happen is that if Bitcoin has maybe a sell-off and this market is affected, we can have a pullback once we touch that key resistance that you have on the $0.15 mark. And if that move plays out, I expect us to find support on the 20-day MA that can give us support. And if we lose that, I expect us to go back to this yellow target that I have down here. And if we hammer into that, I expect that to be a continuation of this massive ABC correction, and maybe the low is not in, and maybe when that move plays out, the low will kick in, and then we can have a bounce to the upper side in a wave that can take us to an all-time high. So those are the key scenarios that I expect to play out on the Harmony One chart. Also having a look on the RSI, the RSI is just below the 50 mark, and we have a bullish divergence, so it's possible for us to continue seeing higher prices because we have room on the daily RSI to continue moving higher. So let's be patient and see how the market plays out, and I'll keep you updated.